and regarding about all the monks and nuns, including our founder about the temple. He passed away at 1980. We're going to offer the merit also departed relatives. So that's the occasion today. I like to, before we start our program, we'll meditate few minutes, silence meditation, maybe 2 minutes. Thank you. Let me introduce our monks and other special guests today. I guess everybody know who I am. I don't have to introduce. So, this monks here, Venerable, we call Venerable Savana. He's from Vietnam. He used to stay many years in Thailand. He's visiting here. I invite him to participate this program. Whenever I was in Vietnam, he's helping all the way. For me and Suman also, one time we both are in Vietnam. He's doing helping all the take care everything basically. So you mostly welcome Venerable Sir. Then our Sri Ratna Vihara, abbot of the Sri Ratna Vihara in Anaheim, Venerable Sumana. He used to live here a long time. 7 years he used to live IBMC also, since 2000 to 2007. Then Venerable Panya Loka is visited Mount Sri Ratana International Temple, Anaheim. He was coming from a very huge, big temple in Sri Lanka. It's called Vidyalankara Mahapirivan. He's the boss there actually, and a monk right now. But he dropped everything for his Dhammapada. He's here studying his PhD degree. Then Venerable Sumangala from Dharma Vidya Temple, Crenshaw Boulevard, he always coming here. Then our other monks, Chandasara, Panyaloka, and Ratanasara, then our good friends, Shraddha and Kashanti and all our members, good members. I don't want to say name anybody's. Everybody's good. Thank you being with us here today. Let me do the program. Let me introduce. We're going to offer the Buddha Puja first and giving the Bible precept and chanting some stanzas, offering the Buddha Puja. After that, we have a couple of people giving little talk, 5 minutes maximum. Because we have to limit everything because we have the special thing is coming late after 12 o'clock. So which is the danas. Everybody like to eat, that's the important part. Plus, I have to give some blessing for everybody. We're going to chant, we're going to tie the thread, also a special blessing. Plus, I have I have this one here. That's important also. It's like a super lotto. There are good things inside, good luck one. Some kind of big money maybe also. I don't know still. So we'll see who's going to win the jackpot today. So that's the program. I will give to everybody later about this red envelope to the people. Monks giving the blessing also to people. That's the New Year tradition in Asian country. I believe here also very similar. So that's why we have here gift for the everybody. Now I like to invite to Venerable Sumana to give a 5 precept. After that, we offer the Buddha Puja. After that, we will talk a little bit again. Venerable Sumana, you can start giving the 5 precept. Please, everybody say 3 times Namo Tassa.
Buddhaṃ saraṇaṃ gacchāmi Dhammaṃ saraṇaṃ gacchāmi Saṅghāṃ saraṇaṃ gacchāmi Dutiyampi buddhaṃ saraṇaṃ gacchāmi Dutiyampi dhammaṃ saraṇaṃ gacchāmi Dutiyampi saṅghāṃ saraṇaṃ gacchāmi Tatiyampi buddhaṃ saraṇaṃ gacchāmi Tatiyampi dhammaṃ saraṇaṃ gacchāmi Tatiyampi saṅghāṃ saraṇaṃ gacchāmi Pānātipātā vēramaṇī sikkāpadaṃ samādhiyāmi Adinādānā vēramaṇī sikkāpadaṃ samādhiyāmi Kāmesu miccācārā vēramaṇī sikkāpadaṃ samādhiyāmi Musāvādā vēramaṇī sikkāpadaṃ samādhiyāmi Surāmēraya majjapamā daṭṭhānā vēramaṇī sikkāpadaṃ samādhiyāmi Okay, now we offered already all the foods for the Lord Buddha. We can recite the Gatha all together with Mahasangha. නමෝ තස් භගවතෝ අරහතෝ සම්මා සම්බුද්දස්ස නමෝ තස් භගවතෝ අරහතෝ සම්මා සම්බුද්දස්ස නමෝ තස් භගවතෝ අරහතෝ සම්මා සම්බුද්දස්ස ඉතිපිසෝ භගවා අරහං සම්මා සම්බුද්ධෝ විජාචරණ සම්පන්නෝ සුගතෝ ලෝකවිදු අනුත්තරෝ පුරිස ධම්මසාරති සත්තා දේව මනුස්සානං බුද්ධෝ භගවාති ස්වාක්ඛාතෝ භගවතා ධම්මෝ සංදෙට්ඨිකෝ අකාලිකෝ ඒහි පස්සිකෝ ඕපනයි පච්චත්තං වේදිතබ්බෝ විඤ්ඤෝ හීති සුපටිපන්නෝ භගවතෝ ශාවක සංඝෝ උජුපටිපන්නෝ භගවතෝ ශාවක ඥායපටිපන්නෝ භගවතෝ ශාවක සංඝෝ සාමීචි පටිපන්නෝ භගවතෝ ශාවක සංඝෝ යදිආරි පුරිස යුගානි අට පුරිස පුග්ගලා ඒස භගවතෝ ශාවක සංඝෝ ආහුනේයෝ පාහුනේයෝ තක්කිනේයෝ අංජලි කරණීයෝ අනුත්තරං පුඤ්ඤක්කෙතං ලෝකස්සාති ඝනසාරප්පදිත්තේන දීපේන තමදංසිනා තිලෝකදීපං සම්බුද්ධං පූජයාමි තමෝ සුගන්ධං සීතලං කප්පං පසන්න මధుරං සුභං පානීයමේතං භගවා පතිගන්හාතෝත්තම අදිවාසේතුනෝ බන්තේ භෝජනං පරිකප්පිත අනුකම්පං උපාදාය පතිගන්හාතෝත්තම අදිවාසේතුනෝ බන්තේ සබ්බං සද්දාය අනුකම්පං උපාදාය පතිගන්හාතෝත්තම වන්න ගන්ධ ගුණෝපේතං ඒතං කුසුම සන්තතින් පූජයාමි මුනින්දස්ස සිරිපාද සරෝ පූජේමි බුද්ධං කුසුමේන නේන පුඤ්ඤේන මේතේන ච උපං මිලායාති යතයි ධම්මේ කායෝ තථායාති විනාශ කායේන වාචා චිත්තේන පමාදේන මයා අච්චයං කමමේ බන්තේ භූරි පඤ්ඤ තථාගත Imina punya kammena mame bala samagamo tatang samagamo hotu yava nibbana pattiya sadhu sadhu.
Thank you, Venerable Sumana, leading the Buddha. Now I would like to invite the Reverend Sradha to announce something about the temple history and the founder about the temple. And the Reverend Sradha is a wonderful monk here, coming to our temple almost 30 years, I believe, almost 30 years. And he's the one of the Venerable Karuna's one of the good disciples. And we really appreciate about him coming to temple every Sunday and helping for us. So you can talk right now.
Thank you, Reverend Chanting. Thank you, Reverend Chanting. Welcome to all of you to this wonderful temple. As Reverend Shanti stated, it is now 30 years that Reverend Kushanti and I have been coming to this temple. We wandered in one day and stayed. It became a home in this sacred place. Reverend Karuna always used to regard this temple as sacred. And we have an extraordinary history here of people who were the abbot and the abbess of this temple, who brought their personality to it, their wisdom, and most of all, their compassion to the place. Dr. Tianan, who started the temple, first came to the United States in 1966 to teach philosophy at UCLA. He didn't wear his robes. In 1966, Buddhism was not as prominent as it is today in the United States. So he decided to teach in a suit and slowly reveal who he really was. Once the students found out that he was indeed a Buddhist monk, they asked him not only if he was here to teach philosophy, but they wanted to know something about Buddhism. They wanted to know something about meditation. So that's how it all started. And at one point, they asked him if he would form a temple, which he did. So the temple started, in the late 60s. And sitting in his class was a woman called Joyce, who later became Reverend Karuna. And she often described meeting him and staying in the first class. She instantly knew it was going to change her life. So in 1980, with the help of Reverend Karuna, they established the IBMC. In 1970. That's right, 1970, 1980 is when he died, sorry. Thank you. Thank you. That's why I have my cheat sheet for dates. Anyway, so they started the temple, and it was to be a temple where all Buddhist traditions were welcome. He wanted to blur the distinctions to make it a temple where each Buddhist and each tradition would feel welcome here. And that tradition has continued. So this temple became a safe haven for many people. During the 70s, It was a great help to the immigrant community from Vietnam who began coming here. And Tianan and Reverend Karuna helped them get homes, helped them get jobs, helped them establish themselves in the United States. In 1979, he was diagnosed with liver cancer and gave up his teaching. And teaching here at this temple has always been a very important part. He was a wonderful teacher, and he was followed by Reverend Karuna, who I'll talk about in a second. But another wonderful teacher at this temple was Dr. Ratnasara, who was an internationally known scholar of Buddhism. And Reverend Ratnasara, it was very important to him, world peace, very important to him into interrelationship with other religions, cooperation. He served as a spokesperson to Pope Paul. He hosted the Dalai Lama in Los Angeles twice. He was a great teacher and scholar, a writer, and as I said, teaching was very important to him. When we were in the summer monks training for a series of years with Reverend Karuna, often Dr. Ratnasara would come to our classes, which were held during monks training period during the summer. And they would go on from 7 to 10, sometimes beyond that, weekly and sometimes bi-weekly. And he would come, and sometimes Reverend Karuna would say to him, he's coming not for you, he's coming to see how good I can teach. And they, of course, would laugh. They had an extraordinary relationship, one of great respect, although they would argue occasionally or bicker about certain sutras or the meaning of something. Both had a very strong personality. But then he would question us, Dr. Ratnasara. He would question us, and it wouldn't be about some specific thing that we were studying. It would be questions that sort of were surprising to us, but he wanted an answer to, such as once he looked at me and said, "Why are you sitting in that chair?" And I had to really think about it. And why Buddhism? And his point was, and I found this to be true throughout my life, his point was that as you study, as Buddhism sweeps over you, it will change your life, whether you want it to or not. So be very prepared for it and take the teachings seriously. And so his lessons and his wandering in during the training were very, very important. And that tradition of teaching went on with Reverend Karuna, who, when Tianan died in 1980, she became the abbess of this temple, and she continued the tradition. Oh, one other thing I want to say about Reverend Dr. Ratnasara was his motto, which I think is really quite beautiful. Just hold on, I want to make sure I say it correctly. Just a second. Excuse me for this. Oh, yes. His motto was, I think you remember, enmity among religions, unity among Buddhists. We'll continue to carry on the tradition of this temple. Now, Reverend Karuna was a very interesting personality. She was our teacher, and we grew to love her and respect her knowledge and respect her compassion. But she also had a temper. And it was, being a human being, we are not Buddhas yet. And her temper would fly off. But I never saw a person have a temper. She'd wheel her cane at us. And occasionally, once I was hit by it to sort of wake up. But I never saw a person get mad at somebody and have it as soon as the spark was done, it would be over. She was a person who so lived in the moment. There was never a grudge. And all the time that we were her students, I never heard her say a bad word about anyone, even people who disagreed with her, even people who did not respect her. She never said a bad word. And Chanting and I spent a lot of time with her. So I do regard this place as a holy place. And we've had many monks here through the past, Reverend Saraka, Reverend Suita Dharma. By the way, I have difficulty pronouncing names because of dyslexia. For years, I mispronounced my own Buddhist name, so people shouldn't feel bad about it if I do. And we have here a variety of Dharma talks every Sunday, given by our wonderful monks, given by the Dharma teachers, given by Sabota, given by Chandasara. Chantasara, our monk in Panaloka, Reverend Panaloka, and Reverend Ratnasara. So you get a variety of people's approaches and lessons in Buddhism. The most important, of course, that I continually learn from Reverend Karuna was that compassion here must always be followed by wisdom. When I think of this temple and walking in every Sunday, there is one monk who I truly miss, and that was Reverend Vinita, who was the student of Reverend Shanti's. There was something about him that I always thought, he's the real thing. There was a light about him, a light in his eyes, a light of compassion, a light to me of Buddhism. And these wonderful traditions were given to, or put into the spotlight to our Reverend now, our abbot now, Reverend Kashanti, who, Reverend Shanti, excuse me, I'm getting nervous, Reverend Shanti. You're not going to be the abbot. You may have desire, but no. But Reverend Shanti has been my teacher now for many years, and mostly I regard him as a dear friend. When he took over for Reverend Karuna, her last couple of years, she did, as her Alzheimer's kicked in, as her illnesses kicked in, the care of the temple, she couldn't handle it all, but she finally made the right decision in turning the temple over to someone. And it was Reverend Chanting. So he was handed a lot of things that had to be corrected. And he did a beautiful job. And he continued the tradition of Reverend Karuna, of this space being a very welcoming temple. You know, she worked for, one of her causes was the elevation of women in Buddhism, and she continued that. And she also was the inclusion of many religions who do not include, was the LGBTQ community. You know, this has been an open space for everyone. And Reverend Chanting continues that tradition. And he is a quietly very wise man. He doesn't like the spotlight. He probably is not happy that I'm talking about him, but he will just have to take it right now. He is doing an extraordinary job. So I all want to welcome you, forgive me for my mistakes, but I all want to welcome you to this place that I know holds sacred in my heart. And you are all welcomed here. I welcome these wonderful monks. And I'm very happy with the monks that he brought to us, you know, because Auntie Panaloka, Reverend Ratnasara, they all had the spirit in them of this temple. So I live in gratitude for the temple. And I welcome all of you to be a part of it.
Thank you, Prashant Sagar. Right now, I will actually try to Bing. He's a wonderful, good friends, and he's coming to our temple almost 3 years, 4 years. And he has a wonderful daughter, Vivian. Thank you, Vivian, being with us today. And Ben, you can speak few things about the center.
Miss Vivian, do you want to come on up? It's okay, sweetie. It's okay. Well, first of all, I wanted to wish all of you a Happy New Year. And Bhakti Shanti, thank you very much for the opportunity to speak with the Sangha for a couple of minutes. When we come into a new year, the thought that appears in my mind is, and so we begin again. And so we begin again. And as Buddhists, we are very familiar with this concept. Every time we sit on the cushion, every time we take a breath, every time the sun rises, we are beginning again. And I like to add one word to this, and that word is get. And so we get to begin again. And when I add that word, it makes sure that I'm not taking this for granted. And I think that that is something that is really powerful. Anytime we are in the New Year period, the question for me is what to do, what to do. And I got the answer on what to do at the first day of temple in the new year here this year. And the answer came from Venerable Sumana. Thank you. And I will show you the answer on what to do. This is a keychain, and as our brothers and sisters in Zen would say, this is nothing special. It is just a keychain. But what it represents is incredibly powerful. And I think the message that he may have meant to share with us was this year, with all the challenges that we have, where we live in a world where suffering is increasing, it is not decreasing. Uncertainty is increasing, it is not decreasing. Anger is increasing, it is not decreasing. The message that we received from Venerable Sumana, that I received, was to focus on the four immeasurables. And for those of you who know or don't know, the four immeasurables are metta, loving kindness. This is wishing for all beings to be happy. The second one is karuna. And karuna is wishing for all beings to be free from suffering. The third one is mudita. And mudita is sympathetic joy, and this is rejoicing in the happiness of others. And the fourth is upekkha, which is equanimity. And equanimity is maintaining a balanced mind and impartiality towards all beings and also all mental states. So how does any of this relate to a keychain? Let me tell you. Over Thanksgiving, Sri Lanka was hit by a very large hurricane. And as an island nation, they suffered greatly. The numbers, approximately 700 people passed away. Approximately 107,000 homes were damaged or destroyed. And Venerable Sumana traveled to Sri Lanka to ease the suffering. And on a day-to-day level, this was making sure that people had food, making sure that they had a place to sleep in the temple, and helping wherever he could help. And while he was there, he also had to run his temple in Anaheim. And so he's taking care of an awful lot. And in the middle of all of that, he had the forethought to buy keychains for his friends at IBMC to wish us a Happy New Year. And if I run through the four immeasurables, he practiced all of them. He wanted us to be happy. He wanted us to be free from suffering. He was delighting in our happiness. And equanimity is, in my opinion, the hardest one. He was impartial. The Sri Lankan people were suffering greatly, and he still thought of us. And I think that that is absolutely incredible. So I would offer for us this year, as Buddhists living in a modern world, a modern troubled world, what to do. I think it's focused on, remaining focused on the four immeasurables. That's my takeaway. And I don't think it's enough to be passive this year. I think we need to be active in how we express this. And I think the people who we work with, the people who we love, our friends, our neighbors, it is my belief that everybody this year should feel the four immeasurables from us. And a common question as a layperson is, when I begin practicing the four immeasurables, is it selfish to wish these things for myself to begin with? And if you look at the commentaries, they're very clear. The four immeasurables cannot be contained. So if you cultivate this for yourself, you will automatically interact with other people with those in mind and help them and relieve their suffering. So the answer is, it is not selfish to cultivate that for yourself and then spread it out to others. The other thing that I would say is, sometimes it is difficult to think, how can we act to reduce suffering? We need to do something big. I'm not so sure that that's the truth. I think that you can do something small. I think that you can give somebody a smile. I think you can send somebody a keychain. I think you can take your neighbor's trash can in. I think you can let somebody in on the 405 when they need to get in there. I think there's a million things that we can do. So I will finish where I started. Happy New Year. And so we get to begin again. And from my family to yours, may you be well and happy and healthy and peaceful. May no problems come to you. May no difficulties come to you. May you have the strength, courage, and determination to meet and overcome the inevitable challenges, difficulties, and failures in life. May you be well. May you be at ease. And may you always find fulfillment. Thank you, Venerable Sumana. Thank you, Venerable Shanti. And thank you for everybody at IBMC. Thank you.
Thank you, Ray, about the great Dharma talk.
May I say one more thing? I forgot something very important that I did want to say. Thank you for that beautiful talk. There's a heart to this temple, and I didn't mention him, and that is Nam. And I thank you so much.
It's okay.
That's okay.
And I thank you so much because Nam is another one of our great teachers here. And so I thank you, thank you, thank you.
Thank you again, Kashanti. Mentioned about the Nam. I'm going to talk about the Nam also. By the way, we have some guests today from the Children's Hospital for St. Mary's. You all are welcome to that. Yeah, spiritual department, spiritual care department. Welcome to the visitors. Shannon, Christopher, and Zach. Correct. Okay, you all are welcome. That's the Panya locals cover. I have to say cover. Okay. Right now, time is running very fast. So, but we have to do some other thing also. Now the Prasanti is going to announce something, going to talk a few things.
I'm not giving a talk. No. In 2012, when Reverend Karuna retired, Venerable Shanti assumed the position of abbot, but he also had the position of vice abbot. And so for 14 years, he's done two jobs. Never complained about it. Sometimes escaped to Sri Lanka, but that wasn't much of an escape because he has two temples in Sri Lanka. But recently, there has been someone who has been able to share the burden, to take on some of the responsibilities. And a person who is always, always smiling, happy it seems, but compassionate, willing to do whatever is necessary. So today, there is a person to fulfill the vice abbot position. And under the direction of Venerable Sumana, Reverend Ratanasara is our new vice abbot. So congratulations and good luck.
Thank you. Now time for the Mr. Now. It's a real good subject to us. He's coming to temple almost 25, 30 years, I think. Now.
No.
Yeah. So if you want to say something now, you want to say something? No. He's wearing the New Year clothes today, and he's doing all kind of things here, flowers. Every Saturday, something coming to temple, giving food for the monks, down for the monks. Take care of his sister and his brother also. Take care of all the monks also. So now you are mostly welcome. We wish you all the time good health.
Yes. Thank you, Venerable Shanti. Thank you, Venerable monks come today to celebrate the New Year with us. Happy New Year to everybody. My name is Nam Nguyen, and my Buddhist name is Sudatta, named by the Venerable Shanti gave me that name, and I'm happy for that. We celebrate a little bit early. I'm talking about the cultural. A lot of people so-called the Chinese New Year, but actually this Lunar New Year. We use the moon calendar. So yesterday we working on the yard and to clean up everything, and I mentioned about the New Year. We always use the simple good luck, long life, and happiness. And you see a lot of in Chinatown, if you go, you see the simple tree people, and we always wish. In the New Year, we say Happy New Year. Wish you New Year. That means new age. There's another thing is for the Chinese and Vietnamese. Every New Year, we gain one more year. We don't have the New Year day, like we don't celebrate the Happy New Year, but we every New Year, if we don't celebrate the birthday, but we celebrate the New Year, and everybody gain one year. Even the baby were born the day before the New Year, and then come the New Year, they become the 2 years old. So that is the tradition. So we all live with that, and we're happy for that. So anyway, I'm thankful for the Verbo Shanti keep tradition to celebrate the Lunar New Year, and that's what we're doing today. And we will have, you will see a lot of tradition and coming very soon. So in few seconds. So I don't want to talk too much time now. So I wish everybody happy New Year. Happy good luck on the New Year. Long life, whoever aging, and happiness for everybody. Okay. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you.
Finally, I want to say thank you for everybody, especially there are a lot of people came to me the food, including my friends and family members. And our good friends, Ocha restaurant, Thai restaurant, they send food for us also. We have all the people here, we cook a lot of food, we have in Nanandawal. Thank you again for the bringing food and gift for the monks also. And again, I want to thanks for everybody who helped to us. At least around 12 people, I believe, yesterday here, keep cleaning the temple. Uh, yes, I don't want to say the name. Thank you for everybody. Um, right now, I think we are going to chant a little bit small blessing and going to give the gift, this one for the everybody. You don't have to come here. We come to you and we say, take one, whatever you like. And blessing also, we come to you and tie the tray. So let me send the monks over there to the both side. So you can go start to give the gift for the. So he's coming. You can have. You can check your how lucky you are. If you got the good one or you got the empty one, even you lucky because it's a red color. So you can have that one. Meanwhile, I think monks will chant. We will chant for everybody. Okay, we go to chanting also same time the one or two monks coming and tying the thread in your right hand.
Namo tassa bhagavato arahato bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa sabbakanuභාවේන sabba dhammaනුභාවේන sabba සංඝානුභාවේන බුද්ධ රතනං ධම්ම රතනං සංඝ රතනං චින්නං රතනානං ආනුභාවේන චතුරාසීති සහස්ස ධම්මප්පන්නානුභාවේන අනුභාවේන නිරසාවකානුභාවේන සම්පේ දේවෝවා සම්පේ භයා සම්පේ අන්තරායා සම්පේ උපද්දවා සම්පේ සම්පේ අවමංගලා විනාසන්තු ආයුවන්තකෝ ධනවන්තකෝ සිරිවන්තකෝ යසවන්තකෝ බලවන්තකෝ අන්නවන්තකෝ සුඛවන්තකෝ හෝතු සම්පදා දුක්ඛ රෝග භයා සෝභාපේ වන්තවානේ කාන්තරායාපි විනාසන්තු ච තේජසාං සිද්ධිනනං සොත්ති භාගං සුඛං බලං සියායුජවන්නෝ ච භෝගං මුක්ඛියසවා සතවස්සාං ආයුච දීව සිද්ධි භවං කන්නං කරෝ මහාවීරෝ වේදං මහායසෝ
සරණං කරෝ
ලෝකයිනෝ දීපං කරෝ චුතිං පොණ්ඩඤ්ඤෝ ජනපාමොක්ඛෝ මංගලෝ පුරිසාසනෝ සුමනෝ සුමනෝ තීරෝ
විවබ්බයෝ
සෝමිතෝ ගුණ සම්පන්නෝ අලෝකදස්සී චනුත්තමෝ පදුමෝ ලෝකපඤ්ඤෝ දෝලාරදෝ වංශති
පදුමුත්තරෝ සත්තමාරෝ මේදෝ සග්ගපුක්ඛලෝ සුජාතෝ සබ්බ ලෝකංගෝ පියනස්සේන ආසබෝ අත්තදස්සී කාරුණිකෝ ධම්මදස්සී තමෝ සිද්ධාර්ථෝ අසමෝ ලෝකේ තිසෝ අරද පුස්තෝවද සම්බුද්ධෝ විපස්සීච අනුප්‍රමෝ කීසප්පයිතෝ සත්තාවෙස්සෝ සුඛදාය කුසන්දෝ සත්ත්වාෝ ගෝනාගමනෝ රණඤ්ඤෝ කස්සපෝ සිරි සම්පන්නෝ ගෝතමෝ සත්‍ය පුරුෂෝ ඒ සංසච්චේන සීලේන චන්ති වෙත්ත බලේන ච දේපි ත්වං අනුරක්ඛන්තු ආරෝග්‍යේන සුඛේන චාති විවජ්ජන්තු සබ්බ රෝගෝ විනස්සතු
මාතේ පවක්ඛන්තනායෝ
සුඛී දීඝායුකෝ භව
භවතු සබ්බ මංගලං රක්ඛන්තු
සබ්බ දේවතා
සබ්බ බුද්ධානුභාවේන
සදා සොත්ති භවන්තු තේ භවතු සබ්බ මංගලං
රක්ඛන්තු
සබ්බ දේවතා
සබ්බ ධම්මානුභාවේන
සදා සොත්ති භවන්තු තේ
භවතු සබ්බ මංගලං රක්ඛන්තු සබ්බ දේවතා සබ්බ සංඝානුභාවේන සදා සොත්ති භවන්තු
Thank you very much, Mana, and all the ones. And thank you for everybody. And I believe everybody got a gift.
Medallo. Anybody check it what is inside? I don't know, maybe good luck, funny or something else, who knows? Thank you again. I think that's the part end of the service here right now. And or we go to the Anand Hall for the dana. You can offer the food for the monks and the gift for the monks also. After that, you can eat. There are a lot of food, same food, you can eat also there. So you take your shoes. Either you can go to the front door and go back to the side gate. You can go to the other door, or you can go to the back door also. Yes, wherever your shoes are. Again, thank you, and happy New Year for everybody. And few things I want to mention again. This is especially for the Happy New Year, plus the offering merit for the departed relatives. Thanks about your family members who have passed away according to Buddhist tradition. We are offering this merit for our departed relatives so they can have a good life. And especially I want to say thanks my friends from Sri Lankan friends here, mostly. My cousin brother here because he's coming to here. My brother passed away 2 years ago, and his wife sent me food and a gift for the monk. His name is Ranjit Dasarayate, and actually there is Memorial Day is the February 2025.
I
So
can get a game when somebody come to pick up the load, they can win something. Only 5 people win.
okay. All right. So we can offer the merit for the departure relatives also. Mr. Nam is announcing another one. It's a kind of lotto. Well, this is the traditional New Year time. Those people in different countries they play. So it's kind of gambling, but it's okay. It's a funny gambling. Is there how many gifts there are now?
5. So if you're lucky, you get one. You pick up. If you have one of the number, you can pick up. You can get one. Okay.
Okay.
So can I borrow this one?
Yes, yes.
I have 2 numbers.
Kodinama. Ini make ini waktu ada sekarang ada. Support ka. So I remember one temple they have a lotto system. The first gift is a big TV, like a 75-feet TV. Second one is a laptop. You know what happened? The both are winners, Appleton Vice Appleton temple. They are the winner in that temple. I don't want to say what temple is on the name, but it is happened like that.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
You don't need to put it back.
Oh, you got one. Okay. Here you go. Oh, okay.
Oh, the
when you go to Ananda Hall, could you please take some chairs, like this big chair. We don't have enough chair here.